Mm.
You
In the
don't
sewers.
know.
The big bad boss bitch doesn't know? You know, the one who wants us to kill him? She's not going to tell us where he is?
I somewhat know where he is. Location, yes. What the place actually looks like on the inside, no.
Alright, I mean, that's what we normally walk ourselves into, so...
In this case, I'd prefer if we, shall we say, took some precautionary measures first, though.
Yeah, we normally try that. Never works. That's not really our style. But I'm down for whatever.
Good. In this case, it's as simple as gathering up one of my, shall we say, former employees and bringing him back for, let's just say, questioning.
Is it the dead guy in the corner?
No, Trevor here was actually one of the few that remained loyal.
I mean, he's former now, since, like, he's dead.
Yes, former in that case. Though, to be fair, even in death he served his purpose.
I didn't realize getting melted was serving a purpose.
Information is information. If lives are the cost, that is the cost. Regardless, with... She's going to kind of point at you, Mike. Your help. It should be simple enough to arrange a trap. They are on the hunt for birds, and...
I love being bait.
Quite.
Some would say he's a master at it. Just Mike, really? No one else.
I know what it is. I know what it is, Jack.
I know everyone knows. No
I
one else
mean-
reacted.
I didn't necessarily have a good reaction, so
Can we make that a feat?
Master debater.
Yep, master debater.
Now, if you manage to get your hands on one of them, I may potentially have a working plan.
Alright.
May.
It depends both on your potential skills and, let's just say, how well you handle this task will impact how likely I think this is to work out.
I mean, may have a plan is better than what we got currently, so...
Good to hear.
I'm assuming that was sarcastic.
There was a bit of sarcasm input into that.
Just a bit.
So let's do it, boys.
Alright.
I mean,
Where are we going to go find this guy?
ready for here we go?
To our deaths.
As it stands out, I do happen to know that when I lost control of a certain number of, shall we say, safe houses, that they happen to have the inns near them.
So we just have to go raid some inns. Got it.
Yes. And, if possible, take care of him discreetly and, well, not necessary, try to make sure his attire is intact.
Anyone have a rope?
Yeah.
It'll turn out fine. What could possibly go wrong?
The rope incident.
The accidental, intentional drowning of someone.
What could possibly go wrong?
The accidental, intentional drowning of someone.
Oh, it's the Dark Moon Fair right now? I'm sorry. I'm playing World of Warcraft still.
In addition, providing some assistance during this endeavor. A rat comes out of it, runs up, and then up the side of the desk on top of it.
What's that supposed to do?
I found it's a good idea to keep a close eye on things, and in this case, this will allow me to do so.
Yeah, we don't do eavesdroppers.
You don't.
You can come with us and oversee us personally and actually help, or not. But we're not having you just eavesdrop on everything we're doing. We don't work for you like that.
Well, the guy's name is Thaddeus, and at that she closes her mouth and the rat speaks with her voice. And let's just say we share a certain bond.
Spooky, spooky.
As it stands, me being here is the best for you, considering I have ways from this location to maintain contact with the remnants of my network. And, back to the rat speaking, Thaddeus here will be able to keep you updated on such news.
Well,
Fine, the rat can come.
I mean, that's kind of neat, not gonna lie. So we're talking like Ratatouille type?
And he is going to hop up onto your shoulder, James, and then turn invisible.
No. The rat stays visible. We're not having a invisible eavesdropper in our party. I want to at least be able to see him.
Fine enough. At that point, it will fade back into visibility. To be fair, it's not a rat, and he's my
It's a
familiar,
rat.
so he can hold his own relatively well. It's just looking like a rat tends to be the best in this case.
Burn it with fire. I don't have any fire to burn it with. Speaking of having fire to burn it with, we should take a rest before we go anywhere.
It's not wrong.
I have burned all of them, so
She's going to say, agreed. I myself need to recover from looking at the corpse. The cost of doing that. Tomorrow, then, we begin.
do we have any idea which? I mean, we can start this process at least. Do we have any idea what inns that one of these people might be in?
That I do know.
All right. Well, we'll go there and rent a room for a night, and I'll play a show, and we'll go on from there.
And this is going to be a fun. She points you to an inn called the Wretched Netch.
God damn it! That does not sound like a place that I want to be.
It's a reference, don't worry.
Still doesn't sound like a place I want to be.
It's very much on the edge of the docks, and you get the feeling this is more of an inn for sailors, but an inn nonetheless.
We should have brought our boat.
You and the fucking boat.
I paid a lot of money for that boat. Okay.
Oh, that's because you're an idiot.
We needed it. I just didn't think ahead and didn't. I was just assuming it was coming with us. I don't know why I thought that, but again, I don't know why I thought that, but
Pocket boat.
we
We
couldn't
have
even.
the technology. All I've done is ask you to make it smaller.
I mean, it's true. If we had a shrinking spell and a bag of holding, we could have brought it with us.
And there goes the reference. Right over Mike's head.
Yep, I didn't even get it. What was that from?
Tony Stark was able to build this in a cave with a box of scraps.
You're killing me. All right, so let's go to this inn. It sounds like it's showtime.
Well, you make it to the inn, now no longer carrying a body, with minimal,
Notice.
looks.
We should probably go bathe somewhere too.
Oh yeah, you do still all have a bit of junk
Dead
on
person.
you at this point.
Yeah, don't worry about the sewer sauce. It'll be fine.
Dead person's almost impossible to get out.
Looks like it's time for some new clothes. I mean, I tried to suggest that. I tried to suggest it. I mean, that is how you take care of
Except it's not, though.
you know what I'm trying to say.
I do, and that's why I'm saying except it's not, though.
It works. What are those things? Jellyfish things.
Yeah, except it's not, though.
But it works.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
Have you done it?
Yes. To myself. I grew up at the beach.
God, I got a grown man over here just pissing on his own hands.
I was not a grown man. I was a child. Thank you very much.
Grown man over here pissing on his own hands.
All right, are we at this place yet?
Yes, you have arrived at the inn.
Oh boy.
All right, so we should scout this bitch out. Do we know what we're looking for? Who we're looking for?
You asking the rat guy?
Sure, I guess we're
Thaddeus?
asking the rat.
Well, it shouldn't be too hard to point out any of the former people working for me.
Okay, so
So get to it then.
where are they?
Have you entered into the inn yet?
Yeah, I think that's probably our best bet.
He didn't say yes. He said, "I think that's our best bet."
Actually, I can do the perception checks on this thing now.
I'm going to do detect thoughts
On.
on the building.
On the building.
Oh, I'd like
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah,
Just to get the feel of everyone.
yeah. How many people? Like where they are?
By now it's evening, so there's about 24 people kind of eating in the thing. Majority of them are sailors. And you also notice maybe like 3 of the rooms upstairs have been taken by people resting in them. From the looks of it, it's relatively packed, but not overly packed, and seems normal, not suspicious.
Okay.
You get it with advantage, because at the exact same time, you got Thaddeus on your shoulder. Yep, with that you can point out, and from Thaddeus, very quietly, there. That corner. And you do see another guy just brooding in the corner, looking around, kind of like he owns the place, with barely a care in the world.
And you guys just stand back and keep an eye on him when he sees me start. Keep an eye on everyone as I start playing. See if you see anything suspicious.
Yeah, you keep him.
No, I think Jack, you should probably take him so she can hear what he says.
Yeah, but if he notices, then I'm fucked.
It's a rat.
And I'm a person.
Yeah, it's your pet rat. Stick it in your pocket. We could do that too.
Oh, we can't have an invisible eavesdropper in our group.
Yeah, fuck you.
I suppose he can do so. And at that, he is going to jump to your shoulder and then blink right into visibility. Aye.
Did down with that.
Well, Mike, after essentially asking if you can and getting the affirmative in the yes, you begin playing more of a like shanties, considering this is a much more maritime inn than the other one. But you do manage to get somewhat of a crowd going, and you do obviously manage to attract the attention of one potentially, or not really potentially, definitely hostile thug who begins watching you much more intently.
I want to go talk to him.
All right, you going to?
Yeah, just don't be seen. No, be
It's
close
not the
enough
guy in
that
the corner, right?
be close enough that if he's gonna attack me, you can help. But like far enough away that he doesn't notice you. You know what I mean?
It's not the guy in the corner, right? Or is it?
It is the guy in the corner.
Damn. All right, no, continue. We'll see how this goes. I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Nothing will go wrong. It's fine. I switched back to my other dice because those dice were not rolling well. So
What are you gonna say to this guy? Or are you gonna let him start the conversation first?
I'm gonna let him start the conversation first.
Hi, skilled bard, are you?
Some say so. Some say I just like to play music.
Interested in doing any work?
Depends on what you're talking.
Well, it depends, see. You have any plans for a while?
We were just hanging out in town. We were just out adventuring.
We
Me and my party.
fucking asshole.
Ah, I see then.
They're all upstairs asleep.
Ah.
He doesn't believe me, does he?
Uh,
I'll roll a deception check.
yeah.
23.
Fuck this. He got a 21, so good fucking job with that. Actually, no, not 21, just a 20. Soft 20.
Just gonna fucking pull the hood of my thing up. Go hide in an opposite corner.
Well, regardless, I think I'll be back in a day or so to check up with you on that. So
A day or
see
so.
you.
We'll see you in the
Tomorrow
morning.
or so. See you in the morning. And as you leave, he'll immediately say, "Have a nice night."
Hey, what's
and
your name,
begin
buddy?
heading. And at that, he's gonna laugh and say, "Jonathan. Yeah, Jonathan."
All right, Jonathan. Why don't you let me buy you a drink for a new business venture?
You can see you pausing for a second. Well, fair enough. Can't deny I would enjoy that. And in this case, I'll cover the cost of drink with, the fact that you're basically getting bored for the night, so don't worry about paying any gold for that. But you buy him a drink, and he is hanging out a little while longer to drink it down.
All right, and I'm just gonna just talk to him and be friendly.
All right.
See if I can kind of win him over a little bit, gain some ill will placed trust.
Hmm. So you're trying to win him over then?
Yeah,
Yeah, persuasion check for that.
12.
You think you've won him over, but you're not entirely sure if you have or not. But regardless, you do spend some time with him, but after finishing his view, he's going to try and make his excuses and say he needs to head out for the night.
Why don't I get you a room here?
Ah, I got lodging elsewhere.
I lodge for free. I got you covered.
Nah, the misses and all.
Can I try to persuade him again?
To stay?
Yeah.
You think that he is very increasingly desperately trying to leave.
Come on, Jonathan. just. I don't want you getting too far away if I want to take you up on that business venture.
Don't worry. Tomorrow I'll be here. Tomorrow, and that he's gonna get up and start walking towards the exit.
Okay.
And with that, he leaves the inn.
And I think it's time for us to take a long rest.
I'm not staying here tonight.
We're staying here tonight.
I am not staying here tonight.
We're staying here.
I am not staying here tonight.
If they know that...
You can enjoy sleeping here.
No, we're going to set up an ambush.
And with that, the rat is going to fade back into invisibility and say, I, for one, agree with the bard's plan.
We're going to set up an ambush, and
If
then we're
you've
going to take
known
our...
him for as long as we've known him, you would seriously reconsider saying that.
I would, but if we could manage to get a group of them at once, I think my idea might just work.
I was trying to get him to go to the room, and we're going to ambush him in the middle of the night, but... Yep, but first we got to set up our ambush. So how are we going to trap them? Jack, you're the trap master.
What are we trying to do?
Trap Jonathan if he comes to try to attack us tonight.
Great. You want to kill him, or...
No, we gotta take him alive. So if you want to shoot him in the leg, preferably not.
No noise, tie him up. It'll be great. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Let's trap him. If you want to shoot him in the leg, but don't make any noise.
You bought silencers for those things, right?
What the fuck is a silencer?
Yes, I have silent, smoothbore black powder pistols. I will silly shoot a hole in the wall 6 feet to the left of my target.
I mean, that's what they already do.
Yes, but silently. Oh my god.
Okay, well, prepare that during our long rest, because if he doesn't ambush us in the middle of the night, we can use it during the day when we ambush him. No, we're counting on it if we can catch them.
If that's the boss guy, he's not going to be the one to ambush us.
Remember that we can hit all of... Remember that we can aim our spells to stun, too. We don't have to kill people with our spells, so...
Set figures to nuke.
All of them can be. So if we watch the stairs and I'm able to just lightning bolt down the stairs and stun all of them.
I cast power word kill to incapacitate.
Yep.
Believe me when I say a lightning bolt will be overkill against these men.
Yes, but it will. So the thought process behind the lightning bolt is that it goes in a straight line. So I'll be able to hit all of them on the stairs. You'll get stunned. It's fine. You'll just get incapacitated. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it.
No shock advised.
I mean, basically.
No, I don't exactly need them alive.
Yeah, but you said it would be better, right?
Wouldn't be worse, I'd rather say, is the more correct terminology there. Exactly.
Okay, I'll kill them all.
But But like I said, leave the clothing as intact as possible.
So don't Cloud of Daggers or Fireball them.
I'd also rather like if you didn't burn down any of the inns in what will soon be our city.
Your city, not my city. I could do Nathir's Mischief. Or I could do Hideous Laughter. Yep. Jack, me, Matt, and then James.
Sure.
And the familiar is going to be staying awake through all this.
Okay, the Familiar's on watch, and we're all gonna take our rest. All right, it's gonna be two of us.
Sure. What are we doing? Perception?
hmm
21.
Alright. Well, what's the order you're doing this in then? Jack's first?
Yep.
In Jack's watch, you don't really encounter much.
What do you mean by that?
Meaning, it's still technically like the dying down of like food service and stuff, so there's still activity that you can kind of hear below you, but nothing out of the ordinary as far as you can tell. And with that 22, you're pretty fucking sure of that.
Oh, by the way, we asked for like the back room that's away from everyone.
Oh, I expected as much.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right,
to
my.
get to your room, you have to walk down the hallway all the way, and it's obvious if you're going towards it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, you trapped us in the back, Mike. Congratulations.
I rolled a 10.
Well, you don't pick up anything if happened either way.
Okay,
Also, don't forget it's actually
it's an 8.
gotta do
I'm
the
sorry.
minus-
You're right.
yeah, because the -2s are still in effect.
Should have taken a long rest
Yes.
before we came here.
James, as the night weans on much later into like being full on dead of night type, you do hear what sounds like 3 sets of footsteps climbing up the stairs.
That's a rough moment, isn't it?
All right, James, wake me up, and I'll cast Detect Thoughts on it.
Yeah, with the amount of time you got from that 24, you've managed to essentially wake up everyone anyone you want to, I'll say. Yes, you can wake up everybody.
I have a plan. All right,
I think I'm
do I
gonna
know where they
aim-
are? So with
Take
Detect
the-
Thoughts,
At
can
this
I
point,
figure?
they're about at the top of the steps, and they're going to turn into the hallway about right now. And
All right, I
begin to walk
cast
down it.
Nathir's Mischief.
Alright.
What does that do?
We don't know yet.
You have to be able to see it.
Yeah, I'll open the door and.
Alright. You're opening the door and casting it down the hallway.
Yes, I got the one that I needed. Each creature in the cube must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or begin giggling until the start of my next turn. The giggling creature is incapacitated and uses all of its movement to move in a random direction.
Alright. First things first, we're going to roll initiatives. This combat does begin with this, but don't worry, your spell's definitely taking effect first.
I got an 8.
I know, and it auto plugged it in for me.
Is that good?
Yeah, I mean, it means I don't have to like copy that down into the thing.
That's good.
Initiative doesn't take the -2, right?
No.
19.
22.
Yep, I got that.
I'm skipping my turn.
Well, first things first, your effect goes into effect.
Right, and
So
then I'm
gonna do
skipping
the
my
wisdom
turn.
saving throws.
So they're just gonna go.
So Thug A gets a 9,
Nope.
Thug 2 gets a 4,
Nope.
and Thug 3 gets a 3.
Nope.
By the way, for
Alright.
some reason, Thug's names are called Thug F, D, and E. That's the order they go in, and that's what fucking D&D Beyond said they are.
Alright, boys, tie him up.
Alright, and you can see that rather rapidly, they all collapse at the end of the hall and begin giggling like school children. It's Mike's turn first.
I'm gonna go tie up one of the thugs.
Alright, let me just check one thing first.
Oh, wait, no, I can't. I gotta pass.
Because it's concentration.
Yes.
You can still do that when you're concentrating.
Okay. I'm gonna go tie them up.
Concentration just means you can't have 2 concentration spells going at the same time.
Got it.
Alright, hang on, let me just check one thing. I'm pretty sure, yep, they're all incapacitated, so that means that they cannot take actions or reactions. Yeah, so they'll just kind of fucking whatever. So, make a dexterity check to tie them up.
Oh. I failed. 3. Well, no, 4. We got a long rest in. No, we didn't.
No, it's
3.
still in 3. Yeah, you cannot seem to get a grasp on this guy as he continues to roll around on the floor laughing.
Alright, boys, you know what to do.
Alright, it is Jack's turn.
I guess I'll go help Mike fucking figure out knots.
I'm a
Alright,
bard, not a knot tire.
give me a dex.
16?
That is enough to get the first one tied up. So you managed to get one tied up. And now it is James's turn. Yeah, they're incapacitated, so yeah, with that you managed to do it. So you managed to tie up the second one. How long does this thing last?
Till the start of their next turn, or the start of my next turn.
Alright, so yeah, Thug 1 is still fucking useless, and after that it be Matt's turn.
How many have we tied up so far?
2. We
2.
got one more.
Then I might as just tie up the third one.
Alright. Give me a dex.
Dex. Is it just straight dex or
Yeah, that's what I rolled.
Yeah, look, just straight dex for this. I probably should have done maybe something else. I don't think I can. 9 I can do, but not 8.
It's fine. We'll get another chance to tie him up.
Another tied up Thug's turn, and now it's the Familiar's turn. As it runs by you, you see it shift from a rat into
To a rope.
Nope.
boa constrictor?
Oh, an imp.
Yep. And is going to attempt to grab the rope out of your hands, Matt, and attempt to tie this thing up. Doesn't exactly have dex. Actually, never mind. It has +3 dex, and it gets a 9, and that would be enough to manage to tie up the third one.
All right.
Dragging back to the room.
That was the
Guessing-
best one of our plans has
Guess-
ever worked.
I know, and you didn't manage to fuck it up somehow.
I can't believe that I rolled that one.
I know that worked fucking. Mwah.
So the other options of what could have happened were that we could have had the smell of apple pie fill the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed a wisdom saving throw or become charmed by me until the start of their next turn. Bouquets of flower appear all around, and each creature in the cube must succeed a dexterity saving throw or be blinded until the start of your next turn, as flowers spray water in their faces.
That wouldn't have been bad either.
Or drops of molasses hover in the cube, making it difficult terrain until the start of my next turn.
But from the imp's voices, you can say, "Alright, drag him back into the room," and her eyes gonna go wide, and gag them quickly.
I thought that was part of tying them up.
Now it's a trivial task because they are tied up, but yeah, you do manage to get them all gagged before they stop giggling. And now you have 3 very, very terrified and afraid thieves in your possession.
I told you it would work, boys. So, is anyone down health?
Nope.
Okay. I say then we just abandon this long rest and take them back to her. We can rest in her tavern if we have to.
Mm.
I mean, it's not like they're not used to seeing us carry people around the city. Jack, knock them out.
Making me do your dirty work again.
Uh-huh. I would do it, but I used all my spell slots to knock them out, so
All things considered, if you want to knock them out, these guys aren't even worth having to roll for it. They're not that good. If you want to knock them out, you can fucking knock them out.
Yeah, we'll do that.
You now have 3 tied up, gagged, unconscious thieves.
Alright, boys, carry him back. I am a halfling. There's no way I'm carrying one. You can do it. Put your back and do it. To the creepy warlock lady. Away!
Well, luckily for you, you managed to make it the way there without incident. The night is dark and full of terrors. Don't worry, that's just a meme. But there was basically at this point barely anyone out, even here at the dock. So you do see like a couple ships arriving and like offloading the whales at this point, arriving in from elsewhere. But regardless, you make it back to the inn without incident. Before you even leave the inn, the imp's going to transform into a raven this time and crouch on your shoulder, James.
Wait, we could have had air support this whole time?
The raven will nod at you. But yeah, without incident, you manage to make your way back to the inn. A side door opens for you, kind of into like the kitchen area, and you're ushered inside. And from there, you're ushered back up into the top room. Well, you can see her kind of like stretch out her hands. I must say, that went exceedingly well. Now, let's see how we can handle this issue. She is essentially going to say to you, now, if you wouldn't mind, I think you would not like to be here for this next part.
Oh, I want to be here for the whole part. These motherfuckers stole my most prized possession.
Not so much for that fact, more for the fact of how much do you value having a soul?
I want to see them suffer. I sold my soul to a bunch of hags. I don't have one anymore.
She
No
kind of
problem.
looks at you.
Because of these motherfuckers. I sold my soul to hags because of them.
He keeps making excuses for it.
For what? No, I sold the second soul and fucked up. The first soul was not a fuck up. Fine.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, that works.
Well, at that, she is going to begin to, let's say, do things. And occasionally do hear a muffled scream or two and the slight smell of brimstone. But otherwise, your rest passes without incident. You all get a long rest. You can remodify your spells as you wish.
I think Nathir's mischief is going to stay. That worked a little too good.
It'll be the one time it works good.
I don't see
Basically.
how it could work. How it could not work good. Ooh, I like this one. I'm going to take that spell.
Regardless, in the morning, you can tell that she apparently is satisfied with the whole ordeal as it stands. And with her, she also has 3 sets of clothing out that you recognize as having belonged to the previous thieves that were captured. They themselves are nowhere in sight. The good news is I managed to get a relatively rough layout of the base.
That sounds good.
Now, the main issue, though, is still getting inside without tripping off what must be close to 30 to 40, shall we say, like-minded individuals.
That's a lot.
Fighting through them to the Beholder is a lot more difficult than fighting the Beholder and then cowing them with the fact that he is dead. So we need to infiltrate.
Yeah, I don't think brute force is probably the best option for this group.
May not work so well.
The main issue is infiltration. She's gonna point at you. You are very simply what they wanted to bring. So it should be simple enough to pose as members of the organization that happen to have so found a bard and wish to deliver it as tribute.
All right, so here's the plan. I'm going to cast Disguise Self on myself and make myself look like one of them. And then I'll cast Alter Appearance on Jack and make him look like me.
Big brain time.
Or we won't do that.
Yes, it's offering up me without actually offering up me. I'll just be me.
On the flip side, I myself am somewhat conspicuous. Now with that, you kind of see this wave go over her as she changes from looking like a tiefling just to a much more standard human woman. I can handle my own disguises. She has the ability to disguise self at will.
Oh, should I? That's what I should prepare. Stinking Cloud.
Nice.
Yes, unfortunately, as it stands, there are those among us who still think that we are demons. Now, the main issue too is, from what I can tell, at the entrance to this place, there is a barrier that seems to briefly strip magic from those who pass through it.
Oh, that's nice.
As such, unfortunately, as it stands, disguise spells such as this will not hold up past that.
Can we dispel it?
Without alerting him, no, but I do have one idea. And at that, you kind of see she gains a pained look on her face.
I have an actual physical disguise kit.
The horns I don't think will be easy to hide. And as it stands,
I got a large
because
hat.
because of his kind's, referring to the beholder, of course, paranoia, and the fact that these men didn't exactly report in properly last night, they'll be suspecting something is up. So what we need to do is we need to trigger the trap in a way that they think they won. In other words, when I walk in with you, I need you to make it look like you were planning on betraying me and turning me in as well.
All right. I think Jack's taking her hostage with the gun thing worked out pretty well.
I didn't take her hostage, though. That's the thing.
Right, but if she knows it's coming, if it's planned, she's just gonna have to
Um,
sell it.
I think I can do that well enough.
I could do it with magic, but I don't think I don't think she wants me in her thoughts. Well, I guess I can't really mind control her if I'm also being held hostage to help you keep her hostage. Probably would not look right. I think our gun plan's probably the best bet, unless you have some fancy druid spells that you can do.
Then if we are set, then we shall ready our preparations and set out at once. And I am going to end the session here, because I do not want to run this whole thing at 12 in the morning.